For all the years that I've been doing GarageBand and Beyond, or the year and a half or so that I've been doing Music Monday, I have been desperately trying to figure out if I had to recommend one single plugin to my people out there who watch my videos, what would it be? What would I recommend? And so that's what we're going to talk about today. If you hang out to the end of this video, I'm also going to explain where I've been for the last month and a half and why I haven't really been making any videos for this channel. Yeah, it's a sad topic, so we will leave it till the end. But anyway, let's talk about that plugin. Let's do that first, right? So this is the song that I released on Monday. This is the song called Earth on Hold that featured Sam Vile. And in this particular context, the plugin is running on one of my backup vocals, okay? So let's get to it. Let's show you what it is. Ready? 3, 2, 1, boom. Hey, look at this thing. So this is the Abbey Road Studio TG12345 mixer emulator from Waves. Now, really quickly, I must tell you, this is not a paid endorsement in any way, shape, or form. I purchased this plugin with my own money. I use it all the time. It is by far one of my favorites to use, especially on Music Monday, because I can just drop it in. Most of the times, just use a preset, use a little bit of tweaking, and then run with it, okay? So I'm going to show you how I did that in this particular case. So on this particular vocal, this is one of the lower vocals. I'll let you hear the chorus. Okay, so we are talking about this vocal right here and this vocal right here. Let me close this just for a second so I can solo this, and I'm going to solo this, okay? So here's what they sound like, just the two of them. I want to hug my mom and father. Right? Nothing too complicated there musically. Anyway. So this plugin, let me tell you, when I use this, I use it on bass, I use it on acoustic guitar, I use it on vocals, I use it on piano sounds. I've stuck it on drums. I've stuck it on, what else? I think that's about it. I think those are the areas that I have personally used it. And every single time it was like, yeah, why did I even mess around with anything else? Like, especially when I'm trying to work quickly. And that's what I love, love, love about this plugin. So let's look at the presets because they're pretty awesome. There is a huge list of everything from a bass DI, bass guitar. As you can see, there is no shortage of stuff here to choose from, even a lo-fi cello. There's a couple of things that I like. Pretty hate my electric guitar. Today is the greatest electric guitar. So there are a couple of like presets in here that will give you the accurate sound from some famous songs, like Today is the Greatest, right? That Green Day song. Very, very cool. So when you open these, the settings are pretty much ready to go with a little bit of tailoring on your side just to get that sound a little bit closer to what you were imagining. That's all it requires. So it does have a compressor and a limiter, and you can turn this off. If you don't want any compression or any limiter on, you can just simply click this off to the out position, and it just will completely shut down these controls under the dynamic section. The input thing still works. And again, routing here, this is a really great thing about this original mixer. And again, this plugin right here, you can route the compressor in different positions. So like here, it would be EQ, compressor, and then the preamps, right? The compressor here, so DYN stands for dynamics. That would be the compressor. So as you can see here, I have 3 different routing options, which gives you 3 different tonal options. I usually just leave it where they have prescribed it to be, because if you ask me, the guys at Abbey Road are going to be the experts on this. But anyway, it does have a noise thing if you're one of those people that likes to add noise to your recordings for some strange reason. And you do have a channel select, channel 1 and 2, and a drive knob and a phase switch. It's a really, really simple plugin. So there's not much to show you. Obviously, you got a bass and a presence and a treble volume control. So one of my favorite things about this, as far as the EQ goes, it is pretty much just highs and lows. I mean, you have a little bit of, you can choose the frequencies to which you are attenuating and, increasing volume or decreasing the volume. But yeah, this thing is so good. Now, one of the things that I will say, because of that lack of in-depth EQ, occasionally, not always, I will turn on the good old-fashioned GarageBand EQ, and I will notch out things as I see fit. Now, in this particular case, as you can see, I didn't have to do that. It's all on the TG12345, because I just didn't need it, right? So this is a backup vocal, and let me actually just turn this off so you can actually hear it. Let's do a little bit of that. Let's see. We're going to be unsoloing that, and we should be here. Okay. So now it's off. I want to hug my mom and father. Okay. This is pan to the right, just in case you're wondering. So here it is on. I want to hug my mom and father. Let me turn it off again. I want to hug my mom and father. Right? It's super subtle. And, well, I don't want to say super subtle. It's pretty obvious, I think. I want to hug my mom and father. It gets rid of the thunkiness in that low end. It brings out the high end. It compresses that signal so the low notes and loud notes are evened out. It's super basic. It's super simple thing to use. And that is what makes it so ideal, especially if you're trying to work quickly like me on Music Monday, right? So I'm writing that song in the morning. I'm recording, mixing, mastering it all in one day, including the videos come out. If you haven't seen my Music Monday series, please check them out. Those are full production songs that I've done for the last year and a half. And I think I have like 78 of them or something like that right now. But through doing all of that, I've learned so much about recording in general, but mixing and what plugins are the most valuable. So to me, this is one of the easiest ones to use that I use all the time. That just, it just makes things sound better. I mean, the acoustic guitar preset is really, really great. The bass settings are so good. And the simplicity of the EQ just makes life easy. Makes it really, really easy. The compressor being on board makes it like a double threat kind of plugin. It's a multi-purpose kind of thing. It comes from Waves, trustworthy company, with the Abbey Road name on it. So, Abbey Road. So that's it, you guys. I hope I just wanted to sort of like get you interested to go look and do more research on this thing. Unfortunately, I don't like have acoustic guitars or anything in this particular recording to like really let you hear it, but there's plenty of other videos out there on this particular thing, which sort of sounds like a cop-out, but no, I don't know if maybe there's something on the electric guitar. No, maybe is it on the bass in this case? Yes, it is on the bass in this case. Okay, so let's listen to it in the bass. I'll give you one more thing to hear here. Okay, so let's come up to the bass. So let's look at it here in the bass track. Now you'll notice it looks a little bit different, right? So this is left and right, but this is what happens when you open that bass guitar preset, is that you sort of get, I don't know exactly why, because it's a mono recording, but you do get these dual left and right options. So anyway, let's just turn it on and off so you can hear what I was able to do with it. So it's off now. Turning it on. Coming out. So what you should be hearing is how the low end is, it's really fascinating, I actually think, in this particular case. So I do have the spread knob turned up a little bit, which is going to sort of contribute to what you're hearing here. Obviously, it's going to be spread out a little bit harder across the left and right fields. But here's what I am hearing when I turn this thing on. The lower mids are becoming a little bit more pronounced because you can see as I have it dialed in that way here. But I am like cranking up the bass here. I mean, we are at 7.9 dB. So we're really pushing on those. I mean, I would personally call these sort of a low mid range. So, or the dB presence, right? So it's just one of those things. It tightens up the low end. At the same time, it fills it out. It's sort of a hard thing to describe. But I mean, there you go. There you could hear it on some bass. I really wish I had like an electric guitar or an acoustic or electric guitar to demo this for you, but I simply do not on this particular song. Anyway, you guys, I think I'm just sort of rambling and not showing you anything awesome. But I do want you to look at this plugin. If you are into recording just a regular sort of music, regular old band music with acoustic instruments or electric instruments or whatever, instruments, this is a phenomenally good plugin because it's easy, because it sounds good, and it says Abbey Road's on it. No, I'm kidding. So that's about it. If you have any questions, as always, please leave them in the comment section below. So now, let's get to the sad stuff and where I've been for the last month and a half, all right? So a few weeks ago in March, my father actually passed away, very sadly. My dad and I were really, really close. He was one of my biggest supporters of GarageBand and Beyond. He was one of my biggest patrons on my Patreon page. He watched everything I did, every single Music Monday that ever came out. My dad listened to me and we would talk about it on the phone. He was a musician at heart. He used to play the accordion. My dad played dobro. He played the banjo. He played the spoons. And he loved playing music. He truly loved playing music. He wasn't one of the people who, I don't know, he never got like all that amazing at his instruments, but his heart was so fully into the process. Like he loved playing. And I liked playing with him. We had a lot of fun playing music together when we got those rare opportunities to do that. Wasn't that many times. That wasn't the relationship I had with him, but yeah, he wasn't like the best musician on the planet, but like his true love for music and instruments and that kind of thing, like obviously rubbed off on me a long, long time ago. So losing my dad was a huge loss. I think that goes without saying. So in the wake of that happening, I have had to figure out how to, live my life without my dad. I've taken over both of his businesses, and I'm also taking care of my mom and the house and all that kind of stuff. So my life has changed dramatically, and it just means that for a moment in time, I had to give GarageBand and Beyond a little bit of a break for me personally. Like I couldn't do it all. I was going crazy. I was like, not only like dealing with my dad dying, but like the pandemic that's on right now, COVID-19, all that kind of stuff. That is a whole other thing that I got to deal with, plus figuring out all these other things about my life now. So I just wanted to tell you guys, for those of you who have made it to this part of the video, that's what happened. And I do apologize for making no videos except for the Monday music ones. Those are the ones that I knew my dad liked the best. It wasn't like my dad was sitting around watching GarageBand tutorials. He checked them out, but like he wasn't a recording guy. But I knew that Music Monday was something that he really loved. So I decided to keep doing that one for the last few weeks. And that's why I've been doing that. And I will keep doing that. And at some point, the dam will break and I will be able to let more videos for GarageBand and Beyond flow out. I plan on at least doing Music Monday and one video from now on, for now. That will increase. I need to be making more videos for my patrons on Patreon. You guys are the best, and I really do apologize for, leaving you hanging over there, because you guys have gone the extra mile to sponsor the channel, and now I sort of like let you guys like hang for a little bit, but that's what's going on. And I am coming back full force as my life starts to stabilize a little bit. So please hang on with me through this time of difficulty for all of us. Yeah, man, just be careful out there. Do what you're supposed to do. Take it seriously, blah, 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 all that stuff. Just be a good human being. In general, just be a good human being, okay? You guys, that's it for now. I appreciate you watching, as always, and it feels good to be back in front of the camera and my microphone, so I should be doing this more often. It makes me feel good. I like making videos, and I like helping you guys make music at home, so, because music's awesome, and more than ever do we need you guys, all of us need to be producing more music for the world right now, because music is going to be one of those things that helps everybody get through this difficult time in history. So that's it. Rambling. Love you guys. Peace and love.